everybody, and welcome to another video. I have another grocery haul video for you today, a carnivore diet grocery haul. This month was a little bit different for us. We went a little overboard with our spending on the previous months, and so we needed to do a low budget month so we can just balance out the money and the budget again. So I thought this would be a good time to do another grocery haul video for you, just to show you how we manage doing the carnivore diet on a lower budget. So normally, if you saw my other grocery haul video, my very first one, I told you that our grocery budget is usually around $10 a pound for the meat. So this month we decided to chop it in half and only eat meat that we could get at $5 a pound. And so you will see how that goes. There are a couple things that I want to mention before you start watching the video, because I'm going to get questions about them. Probably. So in the previous video, I mentioned that we normally buy our chicken and our pork from a local farm just so that it's a better quality, because I've noticed that I do react to specifically chicken and pork if I get it from the conventional stores. Beef is usually fine if I get it from the conventional stores, but chicken and pork seem to be a problem for me. But this month, you're going to see that I'm buying less from the farms and then more from the stores, obviously because we needed to keep it in the budget. So this month I did try to eat conventional chicken and conventional pork, and you will see how that goes. So right now for this video, my husband Sam is on the carnivore diet with me. He eats a more variety of meats, so he eats what Judy Cho would call the rainbow of meats. So he's able to eat every single type of meat. For me, I'm eating mostly ruminant meats and poultry. So that'll be your beef, lamb, bison, if I can get it, and then turkey and chicken. That's pretty much all that I'm eating, mostly eating at this point in my carnivore journey. So in this video, you'll be able to get like a wide variety of meal ideas depending on what type of carnivore diet that you are on. And then just some logistic things. I will show the prices on the screen down here below for our regular meat purchases, so you know how much we spent on those things. If they're snacks or they're not regular purchases, I won't show those prices, but you can keep track and see if we stayed true to our word for at least most things this month for keeping everything under $5 a pound. And then also, Sam and I are not completely 100% strict carnivore. Yes, we are whittling down the other plant flavors, but we do have some plants mainly for flavor every now and then, but just to respect those that are on a strict carnivore diet and only using salt for their flavorings, most of the time I won't be mentioning how we flavor our food. There will be a couple instances in this video where that will happen, but it just makes more sense in context if I did that. But most of the time I'll just say what we're eating, but just know that we're not doing 100% and we're still using minimal plants for flavor, and we're doing all right with that at this point. Well, that's pretty much all I need to mention before we get into the video. I apologize for the length, but like I said in the previous video, I feel like putting these all together gives you a better idea on how we are eating carnivore, since sometimes it's the same from week to week. So this video will give you a whole month so you can see what we're doing. But yes, you do not have to watch all this video in one sitting. Just to remind you, you can always watch a little bit, come back when you need it. And yeah, but that is everything that I wanted to mention in this intro. So let's get into the rest of the video. Well, here is everything that I have in my freezers as of April 30th. I will be going to do my first May grocery shopping trip tomorrow. So let's go through this really quick. As for the ruminant meats, I have 23 pounds of ground beef. I buy that in bulk from a local farm, so that is why I have a ton of it. I also have 2 pounds of ancestral ground beef. So this is ground beef that also has heart, kidney, I think liver included in it. So like the organ meats are just like ground up with the ground beef, makes it so you can't taste the organ meats. So if you need to consume more organ meats, this is one way to do it, is to hide it with the ground beef so you don't taste it. Then I have 2 pounds of ground Wagyu. We were at Fresh Time and saw these and I grabbed them, and we haven't tried them yet. So I will definitely need to try that this month. Then I have 2 pounds of ground bison and 2 pounds of ground lamb. They've kind of been sitting in the back of the freezer. I kind of forgot about them. So this is why you go through your freezer. Then I got homemade burger patties and then store-bought burger patties. So we're good on the burger patties. Then I have 2 large chuck roasts. Those will be gone this next week because we tend to eat 2 each week. And I stocked up on those when they were $4.99 a pound, and I have 2 left from the last time I stocked up. Then I have 2 pounds of stew meat. My husband wanted to make beef stew, but we haven't gotten around to that yet. Then I have 1 ribeye steak left, which I will definitely enjoy and savor, as I won't be buying steaks this month because the budget is lower this month. Sad day. And then I have 1 skirt steak. As for the pork, I have 1 pound of ground pork. Then I have 1 package of bacon. Then we have 3 packages of pork chops, 2 chops in each package. And then we have a large pork shoulder roast. This is actually leftover from that big sale that I indulged in January. But I haven't been eating a ton of pork, so my husband's been eating more pork, but he doesn't eat pork nearly as often, so that's why we still have one of those. But we'll definitely use that up this month. Then we have a large pork belly slab. We usually get this from a local farm. It is pricey, but we usually save it for when we do Korean barbecue, because you cannot do Korean barbecue without pork belly. So that's why we have that. And then we have some pork tongue in the freezer that is already cooked and already chopped. I just need to throw it in a recipe. And I kind of forgot about it, along with the fact that I haven't been eating pork lately. So then moving on to the poultry, I have a half package of turkey sausage that will definitely get used up this next week. And then we have 9 packages of chicken wings. You know that we love chicken wings in this house. And then I have a large whole chicken that I need to use. I have already gotten it out of the freezer. I'm gonna let it thaw for a couple of days, and then I'll probably throw it in the crock pot and then just shred up the meat and then freeze the meat and then use the meat for various meals throughout the month. So that is the plan for that. Then we have 2 pounds of frozen salmon. I don't eat seafood, but my husband does, just to have variety within his carnivore diet. And so he is very big on salmon, so we got some salmon. And then I have some ground chicken bread and some deli meat. We like to do what we call carnivore sandwiches, and we just have some leftover of both of those that we'll probably just indulge in. Maybe the next weekend we go out and about. This is like a perfect meal that you can pack. It's kind of like a packed lunch. It's a packed sandwich, but it's a carnivore sandwich. But yeah, but basically the ground chicken bread, it's just the same recipe as a ground chicken pizza crust, but I just make it into a flatbread. As simple as that. But yeah, we will definitely use that up. Now for the random category, we have a half gallon of raw milk. I recently joined a herd share from our local farm, and I've been getting raw milk from my husband. As you should know, I should not consume dairy, so the milk is definitely just for my husband. He can consume dairy just fine. I am totally jealous, but I decided that we're gonna start doing raw milk for him, and he just uses that for his shakes. Then I have a block of Kerrygold butter. Once again, that's just for my husband. And then I have some homemade tallow. Then I have some homemade bone broth that I made that I just froze. And then I have an assortment of animal bones that I will use to make more bone broth when I run out. And that is pretty much everything that I got in my freezer. Definitely a lot more variety than the last time I did a video. But yeah, let's get into those grocery hauls. Hello everybody, it is May 1st, so I did my very first May grocery haul today. I tend to stock up a ton at the beginning of the month, and so that's why there is a lot today. So I went to Aldi, I went to Kroger, and then I went to my local farm, and so I will show you what I got. So this is everything that I got at Aldi today. Definitely got a lot of chicken. With this month being a low budget month, you'll be seeing a lot more chicken on the menu just because it is way cheaper and a lot less beef, that's for sure. So let's start with the best thing that I got from Aldi today. their chicken wings were on sale, or they had the Tyson chicken wings at a very, very good price. They were $1.99 a pound. I very rarely see that price. That price was probably there because they're having their Cinco de Mayo sales this week. Oh, you see a mopey Leroy. Hi, Leroy. He missed me when I went grocery shopping today. Anyway, back to the food. So the chicken wings were on a really, really good sale. So I stocked up. There was no limit, so I stocked up. So I got 8 of these trays. Each tray is about like 2-3 pounds each. And this hopefully should last us for the entire month, because like I said, I very rarely see that price for chicken wings, and you know, we love our chicken wings. So yeah, so I stocked up on chicken wings. The other chickens stuff that I got a tray, a family pack of chicken drumsticks, and they were 99 cents a pound. I have not bought store-bought chicken for a really, really long time, and this didn't really have a sale on it. But it's like, I'm wondering if this is the normal price for Aldi for drumsticks. So I will definitely keep an eye on that. And then chicken thighs, got a family pack of chicken thighs. They were $1.59 a pound. And then I got a family pack of chicken breasts as well. And that was $2.19 a pound. So I got really lucky with the chicken today. It was all under $5 a pound, and that's kind of how it normally is for, at least for these things. But chicken wings are kind of hit or miss. Moving on, I got some Egg Life wraps. We plan to do some carnivore burritos this weekend, and so that's what those are for. Then I got some spicy jalapeno smoked sausages for Sam for his snacks. He does a snack in the afternoon, and that's part of his snack. This is also for Sam because I don't do dairy, or should not do dairy. We're gonna do better this month when it comes to the dairy compared to January. So yeah, he likes pepper jack cheese with his burger, so I got him some slices for that. And then this is also for Sam because I stopped eating pork, and especially pork rinds. So when I was eating the pork rinds, I usually got them at Kroger because they're a little bit cleaner ingredients at Kroger. But then Sam is eating it, and he's pretty good with lower quality things, and we need to be on a more tighter budget this month. I went for the cheaper ones at Aldi. So I got 2 of the plain ones for him, and then 2 of the hot and spicy ones for him. And that ended up being cheaper than Kroger. So that is pretty much everything that I got from Aldi today. Well, here is everything that I got from Kroger today. I tend to do most of my shopping at Aldi, and then whatever Aldi doesn't have a good price for, but Kroger has a better price, I go there. Or if they don't have something, I tend to fill it out with Kroger. But yeah, they had a sale on bacon today. Each of these bacons are a pound each, and the sale with a digital coupon was $3.99. That is pretty good for bacon. So I stocked up so we could have enough for this month. I stopped eating pork a couple months ago, but since we need to be on a lower budget this month, so I need to eat more ground beef, and I hate the taste of ground beef, I thought that I would add in bacon this month to go with my ground beef, just to help it taste better. And we'll see how it goes with the bacon this month. And if I still can't handle it, I will take it back out again. But definitely Sam and I will share this, and we'll have like a pound available for each week this month. Then I got some sausages for Sam. He does omelets on the weekend for like a special lunch meal, and he's been enjoying having some sausage on the side as well. So these were both on sale today. They brought it under the $5 pound limit that I have for this month. So I stocked up, got him 2 trays. This will last him the month because he'll probably only eat 2 each weekend. Then I got some more Kerrygold butter. This is for Sam. He's been eating butter to help him get some more calories in so he can gain some more weight. Then I got some sour cream. This is also for Sam. We're doing burritos this weekend, and he wanted sour cream for his burritos. And so, yeah. And then I wanted to be fully transparent with you all. Yes, there are many recipes out there to make your own carnivore mayo if you want to be 100% strict carnivore. I don't have time for that. I don't have the patience for that. And so I purchased the Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo. Yes, it is not 100% carnivore, but it is made with avocado oil and not with any seed oils. I tolerate this. I'm okay with this. It depends on your tolerances and whether you want to be 100% or not. I'm okay with doing this. I only eat a little bit each day of this, but it really, really helps get my fat consumption up, especially since I can't eat dairy for sure. So I just want to be transparent with you all. I find this is okay. I am still 95% carnivore, so shoot me if you want, but this is real life, everybody. So just wanted to show you that and let you all know about that. I never claimed to be 100% carnivore, that's for sure. Well, that is everything that I got from Kroger today. Well, this is everything that I got from my local farm. As I mentioned it in the previous video, it's a bit of a drive out of town, so I usually only go once a month so I can stock up for the month. And don't mind my dog deciding to devour his legs. Levi, leave it alone. Levi is being thoroughly distracting today. Anyway, well, I got 8 dozen eggs, and this should get us through most of the month. Yes, the price is not technically within my budget, but I made an exception for the eggs just because, first, the price is really close to my limit, and second, my husband puts raw eggs in his shakes. So I really wanted to trust the source. I know these eggs are good. He doesn't get sick from them at all, so that's why we stocked up on these eggs. But you can definitely get cheaper eggs at the store if you so choose. Then I got a stewing hen. My stomach has not been feeling great lately, and I have not been hungry, so I need to get some nutrients in me. So I'm going to throw this in the crock pot today and let it slow cook for a bit so I can make some broth and some shredded meat for me. Then I got some tallow. I do make my own homemade tallow, but it has tendency to taste really, really beefy, so I only really like to use it for cooking. But I do like making like a bulletproof tea, carnivore version every now and then, and I prefer to buy store-bought tallow to put in my tea as my fat source. And this tastes much better than what I can do at home. But I am good with using my homemade tallow when I'm cooking, but when I want my tea, I'm going to use this. So yeah, not in the budget, but I very rarely have a fatty tea these days. So yeah. And then this is some raw milk. Ohio raw milk is legal unless you get it through a herd share. And so my local farm has a herd share, and I recently joined. So I've been getting raw milk for my husband for his shakes. This is $14 for this gallon. Yes, not within my budget I had set for this month, but I make an exception just because he drinks just as a shake in the morning, and I want to get him the most nutrition possible. Plus, raw milk is really good for you, and I have access to it. So I'm going to take full advantage of that. If you can't afford or can't access raw milk, getting milk from the grocery store is just fine, but I made an exception for the milk along with eggs this month. And then I was pleasantly surprised about finding this ground pork for a cheaper price than the grocery store. They had this bundle all together and saved, it was like $28 for all of this, and each of these packs are around a pound each, so that ended up being like $3.50 a pound. I never see that price for plain ground pork at the grocery store. So of course I had to buy it, and this will last us for the month because I don't eat this. Sam eats this. I make homemade burgers where I mix ground pork and ground beef together, and so I will have plenty for this month to make him more burgers as the month goes along. But yeah, that is one way to sneak more pork into your diet if you need more pork. You know, more B1 or whatever vitamins pork does that beef doesn't do very well for. But yeah, that is everything that I got from the farm today. You can easily find things for cheaper at the grocery store, but I made exceptions for these things, minus the ground pork because that was a really good price. So yeah, so that's everything that I got from the farm today, and that concludes my grocery haul for today. Leroy, you want to say hi? Leroy, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Say hello to everybody. Yeah, you think I'm going to give you a treat. This is Leroy, everybody. He's adorable. Well, since this video is turning into a low budget type of video, and I know that's going to be very helpful for many of you on the carnivore diet, I thought I would keep track of some prices of some carnivore staples throughout the month, especially since I won't be buying these particular things, especially not at the cheapest price available. And so I thought I would show you these prices so you can keep track of them, and so I can really show you that the carnivore diet can be an affordable diet if you so choose it to be. So yeah, so this month I'm going to keep track of the ground beef, especially since I won't be buying ground beef because I have a huge stock up. I'll be tracking chicken wings, especially since I probably won't be buying them anymore this month since I stocked up. And then I will be tracking the eggs, the butter, and the milk. Because I don't buy the cheapest available, I decided to purchase high quality things as exceptions this month, but I thought I would keep track of the lowest price available at the store for you guys. So yeah, so I got the prices here from Aldi and from Kroger because those are the two conventional grocery stores that I go to. So ground beef feels quite similar between Aldi and Kroger. I believe both of these were the 72% lean ground beefs, and I'm pretty sure the Kroger ground beef was on sale, so that was a sale price, the $3.60 a pound, but pretty similar between Aldi and Kroger. And then chicken wings, as you saw, Aldi had a sale on chicken wings for $1.99 a pound, and so that was the cheapest price at Aldi. And then the cheapest price at Kroger was the Heritage brand chicken wings for $3.49 a pound. I do want to note that these do contain some additives in them, so definitely look at those ingredients and see if you're going to be okay with those additives, but definitely $3.49 was the cheapest chicken wings at Kroger. Then for eggs, the price was pretty much the same at both Aldi and Kroger. If you buy more eggs or buy the 18 count or the bulk eggs at Kroger, you can definitely get a lower price, but Aldi only has the dozen, and so I wanted to make sure I compared apples to apples here, or eggs to eggs here. And then butter. This is the cheapest butter, so definitely not grass-fed, what you get at the grocery store. So Aldi was $3.69 a pound, while Kroger was $3.75 a pound, but that was when you bought the 2-pack at Kroger. So definitely look for those bulk purchases, everybody. And then milk, basically the same price at Aldi and at Kroger. And this was the whole milk, even though the milk prices are usually the same. This is the whole milk there, and it does have vitamin D included in the milk, so if you're okay with that, then those are the prices for that. I do want to mention that I will be taking into account the sales at Aldi and Kroger, but I won't be taking into account the paper coupons or the digital coupons from Kroger. Aldi doesn't really do coupons, but Kroger, they have the coupons on the app and then the paper coupons you can get in the mail, so you can even save more money if you have coupons for these things as well. But I didn't want to, since Aldi didn't do coupons, I didn't want to put that into account for Kroger. So these are just the normal prices and sometimes sales. So yeah, so we'll be keeping a track of these prices throughout the month and see how much they change. And hopefully this information is helpful to you. So yeah. Well, here is our meal plan for this week. This might change depending on how my stomach feels over the next couple days, so who knows if we'll do this exactly, but this is the plan that I made up, and we will adjust if needed. So let's go through this. For breakfast, Sam will have his usual protein shakes. For those of you who don't know, it's basically just the raw milk, egg yolks, yogurt, and he uses a carnivore-friendly protein powder. And then for me, I can't do shakes since I can't drink milk, so I can't do shakes anyway. But I need to eat a meal in the morning. That's how I feel best. And so for me, I have some leftover beef roast slices that I will eat with meal. I will eat those up. They'll probably just be enough for one more breakfast. And then after that, it will probably just be carnivore chicken salad for me for the rest of the week. I need to eat something in the morning, but it needs to be on the lighter side, lighter and smaller side. So chicken salad is perfect for that. Then for lunches, Sam will probably do beef burgers with chicken wings for most of the week. Sam and I have been eating different things for lunches lately, so that's why you see multiple items here. For me, I will have that last ribeye steak. I will enjoy it, savor it. And then after that, I will be going to ground beef bowls. And I'm going to be trying to add eggs and bacon to them because I just don't like ground beef plain. And I need to get through this month without, ripping my hair out. So I'm going to try adding eggs and bacon and see how that goes. I don't usually eat those just because I don't feel the best on them. But we're going to give it a go and see how that goes this month. And then over the weekend, we'll probably have carnivore sandwiches since we have some lunch meat to use up. And then Sam usually has an omelet with sausage over the weekend for like a special lunch. And so he'll probably have that. So that's pretty much lunch ideas for this week. Then moving on to dinners. Once again, some days Sam and I eat different things just because he can eat more variety than I can. But he's been enjoying pork chops with salmon twice a week. So he'll be enjoying that 2 times this week. And then when he's enjoying that, I will probably have just chicken wings. I do love me some chicken wings. I just put some smoked salt on it and it's quite delicious. Sometimes I get fancy and put on a sauce, but most of the time it's just with smoked salt. And then we have 2 chuck roasts available to have this week. So we'll probably just throw those in the crock pot and have chuck roasts 2 times this week. And then Sam, for a special meal over the weekend, he wanted a carnivore chili. And so we're going to be making him that. And then while he's having that, I'll probably have chicken thighs and drumsticks since we're eating a lot more chicken this month. And then for another special meal that Sam and I will definitely be doing together will be carnivore steak burritos. We have a skirt steak we need to use up, and I bought those egg life wraps just for this. And so we will definitely enjoy that over the weekend. And then for snacks, Sam has his usual snacks: pork rinds, beef sticks, and sliced cheese. Sometimes he makes pork rind nachos with the cheese. But that's pretty much what he does for snacks. As for me, as you saw in the previous video, I had carnivore bars for me because I usually don't snack. But I've been finding myself being more hungry lately, so I've been trying to add some more options, and it's just easier for me to drink my meals when I'm not like super hungry. So that's why you see carnivore bulletproof teas and then homemade chicken broth on this list. So I made some chicken broth, as you saw, because my stomach hasn't been feeling great, so I'll be drinking that up this week. And then for those of you who don't know, bulletproof tea is kind of like one of those drinks that was very popular on the keto diet. I made a carnivore version, so it's basically just whatever tea I want to use, and then I add in collagen powder, and then I add in beef tallow. And that is my version of a bulletproof tea that is good for the carnivore diet. So those are the snacks for me. I don't have much options when it comes to snacks, especially cheaper options. And so that's what we're going to have to do this week. And I'm probably going to finish up those carnivore bars. And then I'm going to have to do without the carnivore bars until next month when we can afford them more easily again. So yeah, but that is pretty much it for this week's meal plan. Hello everybody. Today is Wednesday, May 8th. And I went grocery shopping again today. I just went to Kroger today because the grocery list was very small today. So I didn't necessarily need to go to Aldi. So I will show you what I got. Well, here's everything that I got from Kroger. So I will just go right down the list. I got some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Sam and I are planning to do like a stir fry meal this weekend, and they were $3.99 today, which is pretty typical for skinless, boneless chicken thighs. Well, since my pork bacon experiment epically failed, I got really sleepy after eating the pork bacon. So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. So I got beef bacon. I was eating beef bacon before, but the beef bacon is more pricey than the pork bacon. So these are not in budget, but I need to have some bacon for my ground beef. So I made an exception and bought me some beef bacon. Thankfully, they were on sale today. I was only planning to get one, but when I saw that they were on sale today, a good $2 off, I decided to stock up for the rest of the month. So I will be good. This stuff is pricey, so any savings I can take is good. But I'm gonna pretty much only use one slice per day. And so this will definitely last me for the rest of the month, so I don't need to buy any more beef bacon. So yes, back to my beloved beef bacon. It is quite good. It is not nearly as fatty as pork bacon if you're curious, but it's still quite good and gives you the same feel and taste as pork bacon if you can't eat pork for some reason. I stocked up on some cheese. Kroger was having one of their really good sales, probably the best sale that they have on cheese. It was $2.50 a pound for the 2-pound blocks, so I bought two 2-pound blocks, so a total of 4 pounds. This will last Sam for the rest of the month. He at most goes through a pound of cheese a week. He is not a huge cheese eater. But yeah, so this will last him for the rest of the month, that's for sure. So thankful for that sale there. Then I got Sam some more Kerrygold butter to last him this week. Then I got him he needed more yogurt for his shakes. So I got him the Faye 5% yogurt. That was by far the best yogurt at Kroger with the nutritional information. It is just 5 grams of carbohydrates per serving and then 9 grams of fat, which is pretty good. So I just try to get the lowest carbohydrates and the highest fat possible, and that's this one. And then once again, I am being transparent with you all. So as you know, as I mentioned before, I hate the taste of ground beef plain. And since this is a low budget month, I need to eat more ground beef just to save money. Had to give up my beloved steaks this month. So I decided to try eating my ground beef with pork bacon and with eggs. Well, I told you that the pork bacon experiment did not go so well, so that's why we got the beef bacon. And then the eggs. I did not like the taste of eggs with the ground beef. And me and eggs have kind of like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. And this time I just did not like them. And so the eggs are not going to work either. So I have decided that I'm going to be doing beef bacon and then pickles. Yes, it's not carnivore, but I need to get through this month eating ground beef. And these are really clean ingredient pickles. These are the cleanest ones I found at Kroger. It's just cucumbers with the brine, so water, vinegar, salt, garlic, dill, and grape leaves. No sugar, which is great. No preservatives, which is great. No funkies, which is great. You know, it would probably be better to get fermented pickles, but the fermented pickles that are at Kroger have ingredients I can't have. So I go with the fresh kind, and these are fine. These taste delicious, and I don't react to these. So we are going to use this as a crutch to get through this month to eat this ground beef. Okay? So once again, I know it's not carnivore, but it's going to get me through the month eating mostly carnivore. So shoot me if you want. But I just wanted to be transparent with y'all once again about my ground beef issue. So yeah, and that is pretty much it that I got from Kroger today. Well, here are the prices that I saw for the 5 things we're keeping track of this month. I didn't go to Aldi today, so that's why there are no Aldi prices. But I did go to Kroger, and so here are the Kroger prices. The price for the eggs, the butter, and the milk did not change. They were the same. The only things that were different were the ground beef and the chicken wings. So for the ground beef, they did advertise a lower price for a different product. I think it was for the 72% lean. I think it was like the 5-pound package, but I did not see it on the shelves when I was at the store. So I looked to see what the next lowest price was, and that was for the 3-pound tray for the 72% lean, and that was for $50 a pound. So sometimes you might see an advertised price, but they won't have anything on the shelf for that particular item, so you just have to make do with what is there. And so yeah, the cheapest ground beef at Kroger this week was the $4.50 a pound. And then for the chicken wings, they did not have the Heritage brand out, which is what I saw last week for a cheaper price. So they just had the Tyson brand and then the Amish farm brand. I forget what the farm name is. But they just had those two, and both of those were for $99 a pound, which is still pretty good for chicken wings these days. And while the Heritage Farm does have additives in their chicken, the Tyson and the Amish Farm do not. So if you care about cleaner meats, then these are the ones to go for. So yeah, so those are the prices for this week. Well, here is this week's meal plan. So for breakfast, Sam will have his protein shakes, and I will continue to have my carnivore chicken salad. Nice and simple. We don't usually switch up what we're doing for breakfast usually. Then for lunch, Sam will have his beef and pork burgers. So I mentioned earlier that I combine ground pork and ground beef together to make Sam some burgers. So he'll enjoy those with chicken wings for the majority of the lunches this week. And then I will continue having my ground beef bowls, but this time with beef bacon and pickles. And I did also want to mention also using mustard as well. If you're curious on how I'm making it work for me with the ground beef. And then this weekend, we'll probably have a carnivore-friendly chicken stir-fry with those boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I bought. And then once again, Sam will have his special weekend lunch meal of a meaty omelet with cheese and a sausage on the side. Then for dinners, Sam will have his pork chops and salmon for a couple meals this week. And while he's doing that, I will have my chicken wings again. And then we have one chuck roast left. We didn't end up eating both of those chuck roasts that we had left over last week because I wasn't feeling so well. So we just have one more and we'll use that up this week. I'm having my fingers crossed that next week they'll have a sale on chuck roasts. Otherwise, we'll just have to make do without. And then for a couple meals, we'll probably have some chicken thighs and drumsticks roasted in the oven. And then we do have some shredded chicken that we'll eat up this week as well. And then Sam wanted to make beef stew for himself, so he'll be enjoying that over the weekend for himself. And I'll probably just have more chicken thighs and drumsticks while he's doing that. And then for snacks, Sam has his usual pork rinds, beef sticks, and sliced cheese. And then I used up all my carnivore bars, so I don't have any more left. So if I need to snack, I will just be drinking my carnivore bulletproof teas or some homemade chicken broth. And yeah, so that is this week's meal plan. Hello everybody, it is Wednesday, May 15th, and I went grocery shopping again today. I went to both Kroger and Aldi, and it was just a few things from each place because I didn't really need a lot this week. So let me show you what I got. Well, here is everything that I got from both Aldi and Kroger, and let's start with things that I got at Aldi, which is all this stuff here. I got Sam some more pork rinds. He ran out of pork rinds, so I got him 2 spicy ones and 2 original flavor. Then I needed to pick up some more chicken, so I picked up another family pack of chicken drumsticks, and once again, it was 99 cents a pound. That was exciting to see that again today. And then I picked up a family pack of chicken breasts, which was $2.19 a pound once again. Then I picked up a pack of beef sticks. This was originally supposed to be for me, but then I double checked the ingredients when I got home, and it's both beef and pork, and I was like, doy. So I might have to experiment to see if I can still eat these because me and pork are not friends at the moment, but I bought these for me, but they might end up just being for Sam. But that's my mistake on that one. And then cheese is sneaking back into my diet with me eating so much chicken and way less beef. This month, I am having trouble keeping my fat consumption high because I do need to eat on the higher side for fat. I just feel better that way. And I'm having a hard time just doing it with just chicken. And since I can't enjoy my fatty beef this month due to budget constraints, I decided that I need to add dairy back in. Yes, dairy is not the most optimal for me, but what else am I supposed to do this month? So that is what's happening with the cheese. So you can see a lot more cheese and dairy in general happening. So I got me some sharp cheddar slices for my burgers, and then Sam likes pepper jack slices with his burgers. I picked up some more sharp cheddar cheese. The price was pretty good at Aldi this week. No sales of cheese at Kroger this week, so I just picked up the 8-ounce blocks from Aldi. And then I got 3 containers of yogurt. I've been eating much more yogurt lately, and so I needed to pick up multiples because Sam also uses the yogurt in the shakes. So yeah, and that's pretty much it that I got from Aldi. And then from Kroger, I got these last couple things. They were having a buy one get one free sale with all the Tyson chicken. The only price that made sense to me was the chicken thighs, which normally was $2.99, but since I was able to get buy one get one free, that basically cut the price in half. So it ended up being cheaper than what I could get at Aldi, so that's why I got the chicken thighs at Kroger today. So yeah, buy one get one free, so 2 of these were free. So that's pretty awesome. I picked up some more Kerrygold butter. I'm also doing butter again to help with the fat intake as well, so I had to pick up double amount because Sam's still eating it as well. I picked up a really big container of Daisy sour cream, and that will also help with my fat intake overall. And those are the only couple things that I got from Kroger today. And that is everything that I got today with my grocery hauls. Well, here are the prices for this week for the things I'm keeping track of this month. Let's talk about the Aldi prices first. So I was able to find ground beef for $3.39 a pound, and that was for the 73% lean ground beef in a big tub. I think it was either 3 or 5 pounds. That big tub was, and that was the lowest price that I saw at Aldi, which is pretty good. And then chicken wings I found at $2.65 a pound at Aldi. I've been noticing that chicken wings has been consistently under $3 a pound at Aldi, which is a good deal considering it's significantly more expensive at Kroger unless there is a sale going on. And then for the prices for the eggs, butter, and the milk, it was the same. It's been the same so far this entire month. And now let's go over to Kroger. I was able to find ground beef at $3 a pound. Now this was for the 5-pound tubes, the 73% lean, and you had to buy 2 or more of those big tubes in order to get that price. It didn't need a coupon, a digital coupon or anything. This was just a normal sale that people that don't have a Kroger membership can get. So that was pretty good. That's pretty good for ground beef, that's for sure. Nowadays. And then for chicken wings, as I mentioned earlier, they were having that buy one get one free sale of the Tyson chicken, and so chicken wings were included in that. And so normally chicken wings are like the Tyson chicken wings are normally $4.99 at Kroger, but because of the buy one get one free, you can get them for around $2.50 a pound. So that is pretty good, cheaper than the Aldi price this week. And then for the prices for the eggs, butter, and milk, they were once again the same at Kroger. Those are not fluctuating that much this month, which is pretty good for sure. I know that eggs can go up and down crazily depending on what's going on in the country, and so it's good that those prices have been stable. And that is it for those prices that we've been keeping an eye on this month. Now for this week's meal plan for breakfast, Sam was having his normal thing, his protein shakes, and then I was having my carnivore chicken salad or chicken breast with sour cream. I do like that combo of chicken breast with sour cream because chicken breast is not fatty whatsoever, and the sour cream just helps put that. So I basically just cook the chicken breast and then slice it up and then eat it with sour cream. Quite good. If you haven't tried that combo, I definitely recommend it. Then for lunches, Sam was having his usual burgers with chicken wings, and then I was still attempting to like ground beef. I think this week we were still trying to do it with the beef bacon and the pickles. And then I think later that week, I also had beef burgers with cheese for some of my lunches. And then Sam had his usual meaty omelet and sausage for a weekend lunch. Then for dinners, Sam had his pork chops and salmon. He really likes that combo. And I probably had chicken wings when he was doing that. And then we used up the shredded chicken for a meal this week. Then we had a lot of chicken thighs and drumsticks for meals this week since beef was low in our freezer and stuff. So yeah. And then for snacks, I added in some more snacks since I allowed myself to start indulging in some cheese again. So for Sam had his pork rinds, his sliced cheese and beef sticks. I also made him some bacon, pre-cooked bacon. We have a lot of bacon, and since I wasn't going to eat it anymore because the pork made me sleepy, so I just cooked a big batch of it and then just threw it in a baggie and threw it in the fridge. And Sam's been enjoying that better than his beef sticks, he has been telling me. But yeah, and then for more snacks for me, I put yogurt in to my list of snacks that I'm allowing myself to indulge in, along with some cheese. I'm continuing with doing some Carnivore bulletproof teas and then some homemade chicken broth. And yeah, that's it for the snacks. And that is it for this week's meal plan. So let's move on to the next grocery haul. Well, we gotten to the point of the month where I started not feeling as well and I was more stressed out. So you'll just be seeing pictures from now on because I just did not feel up to recording videos of myself. So that's what's going to happen for the rest of this video. So as you can see, I did go grocery shopping on a Saturday soon after I went grocery shopping on Wednesday. I usually go on Wednesday. But by that weekend, I was just craving fatty beef so much because, as you know, this was a low budget month for us. So we were eating a ton of chicken, like a ton of chicken. And I think I just got fed up with it and my body was like, I don't want any more chicken, I want beef. And unfortunately, most beef is over the budget that I set for myself this month. So everything's over $5 a pound, usually, unless you find clearance stickers or there's a really good sale. And there really wasn't any really good sales of beef this month. So we needed to go to the store to pick up some other things on this particular Saturday. So I was like, okay, what the heck? We're going to Kroger. I'm just going to check out the meat section to see if there's something that has a clearance sticker and stuff like that. And oh boy, I got so lucky. As you can see, I got this huge slab of beef brisket. And yeah, I got some sour cream as well because we needed more sour cream. But back to the brisket. I got this huge thing of beef brisket, and as you can see here, it was $4.99 a pound. So right within the budget. I was so excited. And this was pretty much the last big meat that I bought for the month because, as you could see, it was a big one. So I paid $75 for this particular hunk of meat. So that pretty much took care of the rest of the budget for the month. But I was so happy to find this. I was just like, yes, I found some beef that was in the price range. I was so excited. My husband thought I was crazy for getting this, but I was like, I need my beef. So we got this huge hunk of brisket. And then, as you see with this next picture here, I cut it up into smaller portions so I could cook it more easily. So I made two like big roasts for myself, and then I cut up smaller strips. And then the other two bags, I think, were all like the excess fat because there was a ton of fat in this. So I cut that off so I can like either render it or make little fat cubes, crispy fat cubes, and eat those as well. But I was just so happy to get some beef. It was definitely very needed after eating a ton of chicken for the month. You just get tired of eating lean chicken, even though you're doing thighs, drumsticks, and chicken wings, which are the fattiest parts of the chicken. It's not nearly as fatty as a fatty beef. So I was really excited to find this brisket. This was like the end of May. So this is around the time where the stores start doing like the grilling options for like beef and stuff. So this type of brisket is not usually a year-round thing at the store. So this was the first time that I saw it, and it just couldn't have come at a better time. So I was really excited for that. So yeah. And And just so you know, we were keeping track of prices of certain things throughout this entire month, but these last 2 grocery hauls I didn't check just because life was stressful and I wasn't feeling well. So I hope you understand, but I think we got some valuable information from the weeks that I did check those prices. So, well, here is the last grocery haul that I did for this month. This was on Saturday, May 25th, when I don't feel good, which was what was happening at the end of this month. I tend to go on Saturdays so my husband can accompany me, but if I'm feeling great, I usually go on Wednesdays. But yeah, I wasn't feeling good still this week. But thankfully, we did not have to get a lot. We have a lot of food in our freezer and our fridge to last us the rest of the month. We just needed a couple more things just to get us through comfortably till the end. So we got some more pork rinds for Sam. He snacks on those a lot, so we were buying them a lot this month. And then right there is a jar of tzatziki sauce, not 100% carnivore, obviously, but we were doing Greek lamb burgers for a meal this week, and we definitely needed tzatziki sauce for that. So we got the Boar's Head brand. I know Laura Spath recommends that brand because she says it's like the cleanest one she has found, and she is totally right. So yeah, I looked at the other tzatziki's and they weren't definitely not nearly as clean as the Boar's Head. So if you're looking for a store-bought tzatziki, definitely go for the Boar's Head brand. And then I got some more butter. I got a different brand this time because the Kerrygold salted butter, because I usually get salted butter, started tasting too salty to me, which is crazy. And I normally get the salted butter just because the unsalted Kerrygold butter has some added ingredients that I don't want. I just want plain butter. And so I had to go to the store and see if there was an unsalted butter that didn't have any other additives, because they always add natural flavorings or whatever to it to supposedly make it taste better, but I don't want that. So the Vital Farms brand was basically the only brand at the store of unsalted butter that did not have anything else in it. It was just pasteurized cream, and that is totally what I wanted. And I was gonna try this week and see how it is. I just seem to be getting sensitive to added salt in things. And so we're gonna try this butter and see how that goes. And then going back to the main photo, I did get a 1/2 gallon of whole milk for Sam. He went through the raw milk faster this month, and so we just needed to get him a 1/2 gallon to last the rest of the month, and I will stock up on raw milk next month. And then we got some sliced cheese. This was a big pack of medium cheddar sliced cheese that we're probably just going to use on burgers. And then I got some heavy cream to add to my drinks just to give me some more fat, since I am desperate for more fat. And this is the cleanest heavy whipping cream I can find at Kroger. It's the Horizon Organic brand. And yes, it's not just cream. It does have gellan gum in it. Gellan gum, whatever you say that, in it. But it's so much better than all the other creams at Kroger, because most of the rest of the ones have even more ingredients you don't want, like carrageenan and other additives and thickeners and stuff like that. But this was the cleanest one, and I'm okay with some thickeners. I'm not gonna be using like a lot of this in a drink, probably just a couple tablespoons. So I'll probably be fine with that. So yeah, not 100% cream, but you do what you gotta do. I really don't know where I would find just plain cream. There's not at Kroger, not at Aldi. I probably would have to go to a health food store to find it, and I don't do that normally on my regular grocery trips. But yeah, that is all that I got today on this grocery trip. Well, here is this week's meal plan, and meal plan should be in quotation marks because this particular week, the last week of May, was absolute chaos, and I didn't fully have a meal plan. Like, I had a partial meal plan written down, but then we basically winged it for the rest of it. And I didn't write down a lot of it. So I'm trying to think back to this week and trying to remember what we ate. I had to look in my food journal and everything. So this might not be completely accurate, but this should give you an idea on what we could have eaten this week, just being fully honest there. But yeah, let's just go through this. So for breakfast, Sam had his usual protein shakes, and then I had chicken breast with sour cream. Sometimes I had it with cheese, sometimes I ate yogurt instead. I basically just ate what's in the fridge, and most of the time it was chicken breast with sour cream, since chicken breast is quite lean, so you need some extra fat with it. And then for lunches, Sam is a creature of habit, my husband, so he basically eats the same thing day in, day out for lunch, and so he had his usual beef pork burgers with chicken wings. And then for me, it depended on the day what I was eating. So for some days I ate beef burgers with cheese, some days I ate chicken wings, and then some days I did a mix of shredded brisket and chicken wings. And then Sam, for his usual weekend meal, he had his meaty omelet with some sausage. Then for dinners, we did lots of different things. We had chicken thighs and drumsticks one night. We had shredded brisket with chicken wings another night. Sometimes we just had the brisket. Sam one night had his pork chops and salmon because I don't eat pork or seafood. And then over the weekend we had a special meal. As you saw in my grocery haul, I did get tzatziki sauce because we were going to do Greek lamb burgers, and that's what the tzatziki sauce was for. So over the weekend we had a fun meal of Greek lamb burgers, mostly carnivore. And then for snacks, we just had our usual assortment of snacks available. We had pork rinds, pre-cooked bacon, sliced cheese, beef sticks, full-fat yogurt, and then for mostly me, if I wasn't splurging on the other things, I had Carnivore, bulletproof teas, and homemade chicken broth. So yes, it was chaos this week, but this was the overall meal plan for this week. Well, that is all that I have for you today. I do hope that you enjoyed the video and it gave you some inspiration, maybe ideas on how you can go about your carnivore diet. Just remember that your journey is personal to yourself and you do what works for you. And just to let you know, we were able to stay within our budget for the month. We had an allotted amount of money for the month and we did stay in that. I think we actually had $20 left over. So that is pretty good. We did have our ups and downs this month, but I was so glad that we were able to stick to our budget for the month. And so next month we'll be able to go back to our full budget. But yeah, it was definitely a learning experience with the up and downs that we had this month. And I feel like we made some mistakes this month, but it's always a learning experience. And so next time we have to do something like this, I feel like we will have a better approach to it. So one of the things that I did learn this month is that I shouldn't be eating dairy. I already knew that, but it definitely sunk in this month. I don't know if you could notice, but when I wasn't eating dairy and then dairy started to ease back in towards the month, I started just not feeling as great, more overwhelmed. So the dairy needs to go. One of these days I will have a carnivore diet grocery haul video where I actually stay off the dairy. I'm working on it, work in progress. Dairy is very addictive, but I'm working on that. And then the other thing that I learned early on is that I shouldn't eat pork. I kind of knew that from the get-go, but we're like, okay, we're gonna give pork a try since it is a budget-friendly meat. That didn't work out so well. So I learned that at the beginning of the month and then pretty much stay out of pork for the rest of the month and stuff. But that dairy, oh my goodness, when will I learn my lesson about the dairy? But I digress. Another thing that we discovered this month is that I did tolerate eating chicken from the conventional grocery stores. It is definitely not ideal, but I can do it in a pinch. But normally I would probably at least get the fattier cuts of chicken from the farm. It seems like I do okay with the leaner cuts from conventional grocery stores, but the things like the wings and chicken thighs and drumsticks, the most ideal, I should probably get those from the farm whenever I can and whenever I want chicken. So that is another lesson I learned this month. So it is definitely doable to eat the carnivore diet on a budget. Even if you have some dietary constraints like I do, it is possible. It's definitely a lot more easier when you're like my husband and can eat a variety of meats, but I feel like it is still possible if you are somewhat more restricted like me. Honestly, you just need to go in with a willingness to like do it and like be creative and be okay with the cheaper cuts of meat. I know that a lot of people in the carnivore diet, they're like, oh, I love my expensive cuts of steak, like ribeye and strip steaks, and they want all the nice meats. And like, yeah, if you can afford it, that is wonderful. But there might be times where you're not going to be able to afford that, and you're going to need to be okay with not getting the most expensive cuts of meat. And we definitely learned that this month. We do like our ribeyes, but we definitely had to draw back a little bit, eat more chicken, eat more ground beef, and all that jazz. So yeah, it is possible. You just might have to make some sacrifices, be a little creative, work your brain a little bit, and just know that it can be, at least for us, it was a temporary thing for us until things got better. So it is possible, just let you know. The things that we really focused on this month was buying in bulk and buying when things are on sale. Those are my two biggest tips for you when you're trying to eat on a lower budget on the carnivore diet. So you definitely saw that I stocked up when they were really good sales and bought things in bulk. So those are the two big things. So that is basically all the reflections that I had for after this month. I do hope that this video was helpful to you. You can learn from our mistakes and have a better approach than we did this month. We'll definitely need to try this again sometime in the future. But yeah, I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or any suggestions on how we could have done things better, definitely comment down below, and I would love to see those comments. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.